I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, and how he was acting, being that, me, I'm a real individual. I just felt like, we was all cool at one point in time. And now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No, I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight.
24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because of the undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford.
In a live interview, Terence Crawford spoke about Floyd Mayweather and his own legacy with full confidence. He said that Floyd's time in boxing has already passed and made it clear that this is his era now. Crawford stressed that Mayweather's reign is over and the spotlight should be on him as the current face of the sport. Speaking with certainty, he presented himself as the fighter leading boxing into today's generation.
Broadcast for Jake and Tyson, and some people like the likes of Carl Froch view that as an endorsement. Like, look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, let's chill out. But all right, I'm not gonna poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is. And the way it was presented made me think that there was like a secondary press release to come, that they'll be involved in like some sort of like virtual boxing thing. Like, it just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules, exhibition, not exhibition, weight. I mean, here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting forget all that. These things can get figured out, the fine details. The fact that it was announced, why announce something with no date or location attached to it? What's the point? Unless you're just trying to get people excited and trying to get them.
Floyd Mayweather reminded fans that he also defeated Canelo Alvarez when he was already older than him, which shows his skill and experience. He argued that Terence Crawford beating Canelo should not be seen as a huge accomplishment since both of their biggest wins came against the same opponent. For Floyd, this proves that his victory still stands as the greater achievement, and Crawford's triumph does not put him above Mayweather's legacy.
Trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response was overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You lob it out there as a way to poll the public, and then make an adjustment.
Some analysts argue that Terence Crawford cannot yet be compared to Floyd Mayweather because he doesn't have the flawless 50-0 record that Floyd proudly holds. They believe that to truly surpass Mayweather in boxing greatness, Crawford must achieve more than just beating skilled opponents like Canelo Alvarez. One common suggestion is that Crawford should move up in weight and face David Benavidez, a dangerous and physically imposing fighter. Defeating Benavidez would not only prove Crawford's fearlessness, but also show his ability to overcome an opponent many consider one of the toughest challenges in boxing today. Without such a win, some experts insist Crawford will never be remembered on the same level as Mayweather, despite his current accomplishments.
Make an adjustment.
You don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero, after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again.
Trainer Robert Garcia has a different perspective on the matter. He believes Terence Crawford is unlikely to risk his legacy by facing David Benavidez. According to Garcia, Crawford is a smart fighter who knows how to secure his place in history without putting himself in unnecessary danger. Benavidez holds a major size advantage and presents a serious threat that could end Crawford's unbeaten streak. For Garcia, the risk is greater than the reward, since Crawford already has an outstanding resume and doesn't need to prove himself by fighting someone outside his natural weight division. This view highlights the ongoing debate between taking legacy-defining risks and protecting an almost perfect career.
Canelo's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No,
I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say, well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, shared his opinion that while Terence Crawford clearly outboxed Canelo Alvarez, it should not be seen as the ultimate measuring stick. He pointed out that Canelo was not the same fighter he once was, noting that Alvarez no longer landed his punches with the sharpness or power he used to have. Jeff explained that before this fight, many people doubted Crawford and criticized the level of his competition. But even after defeating Canelo, some still downplay his accomplishment. According to Jeff, the victory was impressive but must be judged in context. Since Canelo was not at his absolute prime, the win does not automatically place Crawford beyond all criticism.
You look at Floyd's record, right? Floyd's legacy was 50-0, 24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because of the undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford, but both of their best wins are Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was a younger, greener Canelo, but Floyd beat him. Bud beat an older, slower, but more seasoned Canelo. Now, Bud's not going to surpass Floyd because of the record. He's not going to make 50-0. Bud has to separate himself. What he has to do is do something that Floyd didn't do. Take on the challenges that people were scared for you to take. That's what separates Leonard and Durant from the rest. If Bud Crawford beats David Benavidez, he will surpass Floyd Mayweather as far as on the all-time list. As of right now, if Bud Crawford retires, I would have him somewhere around the top 5, top 7.
Legendary fighter Roy Jones Jr. gave a critical view of Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He argued that aside from facing Canelo Alvarez, Floyd did not consistently fight the very best opponents of his era when they were at their peak. Jones questioned how Mayweather is often called the greatest when much of his record includes fighters who were smaller, older, or past their prime years. He suggested that the legend label attached to Mayweather is somewhat inflated compared to what he truly achieved. For Roy Jones Jr., while Floyd's undefeated record is historic, the quality of his opposition and the timing of his matchups leave room for debate, especially when comparing him to versatile fighters like Terence Crawford.
You know, Canelo knocks him out in the first half of the fight because he couldn't handle the power. And obviously that proved not to be, or to be the case, that Crawford could definitely handle the power. Were you surprised that, you know, it didn't look like, you know, maybe once or twice it looked like maybe Crawford felt it, but never had any kind of real trouble?
Yeah, I don't think that Canelo really hit him. I mean, he hit him a couple times clean, but I mean, Crawford, you know, Crawford's a big guy too. Crawford took it like it was nothing. You know, I mean, and he hit Canelo a few times. I mean, and you know, and Canelo took it as well. So I mean, basically, at the end of the day, I mean, they both took, you know, decent shots from each other. But Crawford just didn't get hit as much as Canelo did.
Do you think that was, a case of, you know, you can't, you know, Canelo's a guy that's not out there throwing huge combinations. That he's, you know, more of a, you know, punch at a time kind of guy, you know, and that's not going to work against someone as slick and talented as Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, basically, Canelo was looking for just one big shot, trying to land a big shot on Crawford, but Crawford wasn't having it. And Crawford at times would say, you know, I guess he would say to himself, you know, I need to, you know, do a little more work. And basically, and it seemed like he just did that, and he would let his hands
Crawford.
go.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5.
10.
He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was
Manny
on his
Pacquiao,
level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto is an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great.
I agree.
All right, so that's not great. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them biggest, best two names you can pull up besides
No,
Canelo?
what I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
A separate analyst pointed out the difference between popularity and pure skill. He admitted that Floyd Mayweather's global fan base is unmatched, built on his long undefeated streak and massive pay-per-view success. However, when judging talent alone, he suggested that Terence Crawford could surpass Floyd. Crawford's natural southpaw style, along with his rare ability to switch stances mid-fight, allows him to adjust to any opponent. This adaptability and versatility have led many to argue that Crawford has technical skills even greater than Mayweather's. The debate raises a bigger question in boxing. Should greatness be measured by worldwide fame and numbers, or by raw skill and adaptability inside the ring?